there. It's been a moment since I went live and did a video, and I wanted to just get back on today and share some thoughts and share some of the training and education I've been experiencing and learning the last few days and weeks. And it's funny that I've been struggling all morning on what I was going to write, what I was going to say, what message I was going to share. And it's interesting because I've been sort of exploring this past week the masculine versus feminine energy in our businesses and in our lives too. We live in a masculine world. That's just how it is. It's all action. It's making things happen. It's doing. And for a long time, feminine energy has been put down and looked down upon. And it's not something that's worse. It's not something that's better. And that's what we need to realize, that there is a balance in life, and there's a time to be doing and a time to just be being. A time to flow and a time to make things happen. And I have always been very proud that I'm very much type A personality, get it done, work really hard, make things happen. And that's partly because the society has taught us that's how you're successful. If you just push and keep pushing and make it happen, then you got to work hard, you got to get the results. And it's not always that way. And it's been a long process of unlearning that training and coming to realize that in my business and in life too, I can just stop and I can just relax. For me, my biggest thing is having the freedom and the flexibility to travel and explore and pretty much just to have experiences out of my everyday life. Whether that's going away for the weekend, whether it's hiking somewhere new, or going to a different country and a different culture and just experiencing it fully, getting immersed in that. What is it like to live somewhere else? What is it like to eat somewhere else? What new insights about life do I get from travel and from experiencing? And I've now made that a priority, that I know I need to travel because that's what adds to my creativity and inspires me. But it's also what makes me happy, and it's what I want to be doing in life. And it's a challenge of, okay, but how can I leave work? How can I stop working? How can I take 2 weeks off or a week off? Or what if I took a month off? That just seems so scary. And that's part of letting go and growing and understanding that I'm not tied. I'm not letting clients down by being gone. Of course, there's preparations to take, there's ways to plan for it, but that by going and doing and experiencing the world, I actually add more value and have more that I can share with others and more that I can share with my clients. And I posted to this morning just about feminine energy and how it is something to be valued. And part of that is listening to your intuition. I know I talk about that a lot, and maybe it sounds a little bit woo, but intuition is scientific as well. And intuition is just going with that gut feeling and making those big decisions because it feels good. And just going with the flow and not always having to be in your mind or in your brain and thinking of everything logically. And it's not to say don't think things logically and don't make the plan, but find that right balance in your life. The balance where you just be and you let things happen, and that you plan and you make a strategy and look for those things that you can do so that you have a plan, so that when you're just in inspiration, you have a direction to go. Because without a goal in mind, you're not going to get there anyway. So it's good to have that big picture vision, but it's also important to live in the moment and embrace that feminine energy and embrace that side of it. And as women business owners, I've been in business since college, so I don't even know how many years, 14 years, something like that. And it was very much starting out as a young female. It was very much like I had to prove my worth. I had to prove I knew what I was talking about. I had to stand out from all the other men in the industry. I was in web design, graphic design, in the tech area. So there were a lot of men in there, and I had to prove that not only was I a blonde female that knew what I was talking about, but I was newer in the industry, and there were benefits to that I'm creative, or that I could bring in different elements to it. And so it's really, today I want to talk about, just embracing, being aware of and embracing all of you. And noticing those times when maybe you are getting stressed out. Maybe you are working too much. Maybe you've gotten too caught up in that masculine energy and you start working really early in the morning, you skip lunch, you skip breaks, you're pretty much burnt out by 2 or 3 in the afternoon because you've just been working straight, and you just keep pushing through because there's so much more that you need to get done. And taking time to notice, I'm not at my peak anymore, I need a break. What do I need to do? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes that can help you just get back into that place. Or maybe even realizing, you know what? I've just burnt myself out today. It's 3 o'clock and I just need to stop because I'm not doing anything any good for my clients. I'm not doing anything that is helpful or productive. And that's sort of like me with this. Like, I was sitting there trying to have a script written, a blog written that I could share this message, and it wasn't coming to me. And I was like, I just need to go live, and whatever I need to say will happen, and I'll speak to the right people and make a difference and maybe inspire someone, and just let it be. And that was like, oh, okay, I was trying to do the planning and the strategy, and sometimes it's like, whatever happens, happens. And being comfortable with that flow and being able to go with that. I have some good news to share, but I'll wait until it's locked in. And just because it sort of is a perfect example of just trusting. Just trust, set your goal, put it out there, and then just trust the universe that it's coming together. Know that it's happening and it will come to you. You don't know the timing, but it'll come. And so just maybe be in awareness today of when you're being very masculine, when you're pushing too hard, or maybe sometimes some people have tendencies to go very feminine, and it's just like, oh, I don't feel like doing that today. So there's positive and negatives to both sides. So just be aware when you're standing in your power of that energy, and when you're letting that energy take you over, and when you're maybe not getting anything done because you're being too feely and using that as an excuse, or when you're just pushing too hard. And find that balance of where you can meld those together. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to see just a little vote if you think you usually end up in the masculine energy or the feminine energy, and why, and how do you know that? So once again, this is Alyssa Williamson, alyssawilliamson.com. I'm a business and intuitive success coach and marketing consultant and strategist, and I love helping business owners, and even especially women, but men and women, just create the life of their dreams, to have the freedom that they want to do what they want. So have an awesome Friday, and I'll talk to you later.